Hello there everyone, it's Aidan here for Push Square, and randomly on a Tuesday at 5 PM in classic Sony fashion we have the official announcement of the PlayStation 5 redesign, or the PS5 Slim if you want to call it that. This has been long rumoured, it turns out it's true, so here's everything we know about the PS5 Slim so far. To start things out, this thing's going to come in at the same price as the original PS5. There's going to be no difference there. But the big feature here is that it comes with a detachable disc drive. So that means that if you decide to go for the digital version of the PS5, later down the line you can purchase the disc drive separately, and this is going to come in at around £100. It works out slightly more expensive buying it separately, about a tenner of a difference, but it does open up the option for a bit more of a strategical financial decision, let's say. You aren't stuck with digital, you aren't stuck with disc, depending on the version that you buy. If you can't quite afford the full whack version with the disc, or maybe you don't want it right away, you can buy the digital and then decide to get that later. I think that's a great inclusion. I think that's going to be a welcome addition for a lot of people. Now, talking about the dimensions here, we have about a 30% reduction in size and an 18 or 24% reduction in weight depending on whether you have the disc drive or not. This is massive, I think, because the PS5 itself is massive. It's a big boy, and a lot of TV cabinets probably struggle to fit this thing in, especially if you're talking ledges and certain little nooks in your TV cabinets. It can be a bit of a nightmare. So having a 30% reduction, I mean, that is a nice big difference. That's going to make a lot more TV cabinets, you know, compatible with this thing. So I think a lot of people are loving that. It's something that people have probably been asking for. I would be interested to see it in person to see how much of a difference it really makes. And the same thing goes for the design itself. It's a lot more angular, it has these lines going through the middle. On first impressions, I think it looks a little awkward, especially with the disc drive. But again, I think I need to see it in person. A big change design-wise is that the cover plates are going to be split into 4 now, with the lower parts having a matte finish and the higher parts having a gloss finish. Now, I don't think you can really see that in the pictures, so that's going to be another thing that I have to see in person before I really know if it's nice or not. But I will be interested to see if the cover plates that are being sold for the original PS5 are no longer a thing. Are these not compatible with this? So that brings me on to the next question though. What happens to the original PS5 now that we have this? The thing is, the PlayStation 5 original design is going to still be on the market for a little bit, but as soon as stock have run out, this new design is going to be the primary design. This is going to be the one you can buy officially from Sony in major stores. The original design from here on out, or from a few months from now, is going to be the one that you buy second-hand in shops. Now, you may be thinking, are we getting any kind of performance bump with this? No, this is not a PS5 Pro. What it does have though is a slight bump to the storage. The original PS5 had around 826GB. This is going to come with a full terabyte. It's not going to change your life, but it means you can install like an extra game, and you can't really argue with that. Now, a sneaky little addition here that I think a lot of people are going to find a bit funny is that the PS5 comes with a horizontal stand, but if you want to have it vertically standing, like a lot of people do, that's how I keep my PlayStation 5, you're going to have to buy a separate vertical stand, which comes in at around $30 or £25. That's obviously a bit of a downgrade compared to the old version of the stand for the PlayStation 5, which would allow you to do vertical or horizontal. Now you're going to have to pay extra for that option. It's not something I like too much. It's a bit funny that Sony would change the design that much that it has to be bought separately. But the new design, I will say, looks a little bit sleeker. Of course, the original PS5 was just a big plastic chunky bit. This seems to have like a metal ring going around it, so it does look nice, but £25 extra nice? I don't know about that. Now, this thing will become available around November. We don't have a specific date, but that is around the same time as the PlayStation Portal, so it will be a big month for Sony. So with all of that said, we've got a new design, we've got a smaller dimension, we've got a slight bump in storage, and we've got some slight changes in terms of the stand and the cover plates on the side. So with all of that, let me know what you think of this new PlayStation 5 down in the comments. Is this something you'd be interested in buying? Have you held off for a slim version of the PS5? Are you a little disappointed that it isn't a Pro version? Let me know down in the comments. And as always, thank you for watching. If you want to stay up to date in the world of PlayStation, then why not subscribe to us here on Push Square? Anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.